It's going to be one flash for Inters. Apart from that, it is going to be the USPs and armor. And FaZe, a fast play towards the upper bomb side.
Rain getting straight out there, but Nafani with 2 brisk headshots. Going to be shutting this down, and it's a third as well. Rop's doing a bit of damage to Karrigan, and now Shiro is finishing off the rest. Rop's his last man standing, but for how much longer reasonably can he stand his ground? Good for one thus far. The only good news is that all that bloodshed happens so fast that time is simply not an issue for the young Estonian. He can take his sweet time and hope that maybe Cloud9 makes some errors, some overzealous plays, but he gets caught in the back, and Axile shuts him down. One of the easiest
idea what's in store for us over here. I'm sure all the forums, all the Reddits, all the Twitterati, everyone's going to be so very confused. A fast play coming outside. Nice flashback, but Nafani able to clothesline drops. But the upper bomb side has been rested here. But look at them being so proactive, Vince. They're not allowing the bomb to go down.
Has finally been planted, but it's a great cost to so many lives. This, of course, being a full force. Nafani, there's such a monster in the pistol round and is continuing that pace alongside Hobbit. From above, he will strike. And although it is a bomb plant, Cloud9 with a comfortable retake. Over the duration of it existing. I'm going to assume it's not many.
I'm going to assume it's going to be in the single digits.
Yeah.
Axel, though, having no trouble finding Karrigan. Now, Twist is put atop the silo. Drop on down, but this one just oh, they're so close! They're so close. Twist, it tags him down, and you can see that amount of damage the revolver deals out. Shiro down to 30 HP, but it will be a flaw.
But a bit of aggression from Nafani. Getting into the hut already, using that smoke as a bit of a shroud. Axile, in the meanwhile, spotting 2 players on the cross. Karrigan and Rain are there to try and deal with him, but Axile picking up the kill and can also retreat in turn. But FaZe feel like this is their moment to strike. And strike they shall, but that's into the embracing arms of Inters. And the A1S is going to perforate the first, but Brokey answers straight back. 3 players left standing, and you can now make that just a 1 for Rain, but he can't get anything out of this round. And Cloud9, not only if they picked
up, just tuning in right now, probably very confused as to why Nuke is the map being played over here, but a great entry from Rain with a Tech 9 running and gunning, finds Inters, but a quick trade from Nafani, and he's going to try and shut this out by his lonesome, finds 2, but will eventually get taken down.
Downhill drop, and 2 rifles have now been picked up. FaZe. And just like that, the bomb has been dropped down. Brokey decides to pick it. A couple of flashbangs, but now Rob's going to make moves. Can see the barrel of the gun around the silo, but can't finish him off. But Hobbit has gone down anyway. And now Shiro can't do much with the bomb so low to detonation. This round is going to go the way of FaZe. The pistols yielding so much in return.
Such a FaZe round to win as well. Just the pistols get the opening over there. Great call. So, and Hobbit, the drop down towards Mini. The wraparound comes in, but Inters, he's good for 1.
Finally off angle as well. This allows Inters to focus on the squeaky door. Beautifully done. Will get traded out, but the damage should have already been inflicted, and now Inters can go from strength to strength, but Karrigan is there to catch him as he falls from the top of hut. Only 2 players remain on FaZe, but they were able to pull off a 2v3 in the previous round under very different circumstances. And with a smoke on main, Hobbit may feel compelled to push that smoke, and push he shall, potentially all the way to victory. But Karrigan stands between them and that fate. Shiro up in heaven. The angle is difficult for Karrigan to attain, and he gets caught. Axile pushing into main, gets him unaware. In garage, but a lot of this comes down to Shiro. How many kills, if any, can he get? Oh, and he misses his chance. He's not fully punished for it, though. 15 seconds now. Shiro's missed 2 shots, and that will cost him, and surely Cloud9 dearly, as Twists goes in for a second. And with 8 seconds to play with, Nafani goes in for the post-plant, but
until simultaneously finds Karrigan. The bomb is dropped at his feet, and he's even got a smoke to try and delay the T's from pushing in. Time is still the friend for FaZe. Bomb picked up, walking in through the smoke, and it's all on Rain in a 1 versus 4.
2 of them is half the tally of Cloud9 players, but keep in mind that this was pistols and a force buy. This was a golden points. Now, even if Rain can pick up the bomb, and that's no guarantee, time working against him forces him into an awkward position here. And there's Inters on the drive-by. Remaining T's are They're already pushing down on the vent side. Damage inflicted to Karrigan, and it is significant, and Rops' patience pays out in spades. A 3v frag onto Nafani, but now Inters from the top is going to strike for one. It's back and forth, but it will be favoring FaZe, especially considering a post-plant now comes to fruition. Karrigan can just stay on his 8 HP and look to try and flank in late. Onto the heaven side, the spray's good for one, and he's nullifying as many of these weapons as possible because the last round was so close in a 4-spot on the trophy room. This is where Karrigan can have so much impact, and Brokey has them locked in the other side. There's nowhere for them to go. The only downside is Inters maybe can get the drop, but he switches. A panic as he jumps into the air, but Karrigan decides not to go via ramp. Instead, he goes through heaven, but that's only as good as how long they can hold this bomb for. Karrigan's position now is entirely useless. The bomb was spilled in lobby, and Karrigan now has to do the long con all the way around the ramp side. And surely one of Cloud9 realized this is a distinct possibility.
It's all about the timing, Vince.
And now Karrigan may get the first player, but he can't get that mantle into...
Early incendiary is going to be deployed, and here comes the hit.
It's going to be fast, it's going to be rapid, and it's going to be rampant as well, unless they can get their hands on some kills, and Cloud9 are dwindling. Their numbers thinning out, and it's Rain in the ascendancy, having impact in this game on 8 frags already. Big entry frags into this round 11. And just like that, Cloud9 are forced on the opposite side of this smoke wall. Maybe potentially going to get flanked in from Rops again, who's had so much fast rotational plays, whether it be vent diving, whether it be outside. Shiro's going to get caught as well, and this has been a complete and utter disaster for Cloud9. They had the weapons. It was FaZe in an awkward position with Deagles and Tech9s, and yet Hobbit's the only player that has struck with any kind of success, and he is living on borrowed time. FaZe get their 4th.
Going for the full commit again. 5.7 MP9 CZs. This time not even a solitary rifle. Early barrage utility towards Mini, towards the main position, but it is going to be fast play towards ramp, and Shiro able to find one. But that's all he'll get. Brokey, however, did get dinked down. Axel was 9 again. Remember, they had a fantastic start on this CD side. Looking very solid initially, but FaZe, some great calling, great variations in how they're approaching it, and making sure they dot.
Yeah, they're going to have a very good read of the situation here, FaZe, so they're going to know it's going to be some kind of cheesy, potentially gimmicky stack with USPs, and the rest should fall into place. A bit of damage done to Brokey, down to 6 HP, and the rest is a formality as Rain taps himself.
And that means, I do believe his Inter's playing on top of the hut. He's going to be playing a game of hot potatoes right now.
Inter's up on the hut again. He's had so many impactful frags, but Axel's gone down, and now Nafani has as well, and all of the defenders on A have been ripped apart. That site is as clean as you could ask for, and Cloud9...
experience under your belt when it comes to a map you've never played. It's going to be hard to just adapt on that map, especially against someone as experienced as Karrigan. You can see why FaZe, despite a bit of a rough start initially.
Surely it's the T side where we're going to see a little bit more in terms of errors and problems. So on the CT side, potentially trailing going into that second half, unless Hobbit can have more impact with the MP9, but it's a one and done. This game started exceptionally well for Cloud9 if you just joined us. They won the pistol. I think they were 4 or 5-0 up.
Yep.
And now FaZe have just shifted through the gears. Now maybe Brokey could be bested from the hut, but again, Inters is going to fall by the wayside, and Brokey doubles up. FaZe will lead.
Vince is still taking the sweet time. This is going to allow a couple of members here to creep on down, and Karrigan in perfect position to shut this one down.
Bomb's been dropped down on the side again, and a Shiro twist though. Oh, twists! Those are some slick headshots, and the bomb now is no longer under control. This round
between Robs and Hobbit. They just let go of the bomb, by the way. They're just like, screw it. We're just gonna try and battle it out together. Not be predictable. Hobbit walks straight into Robs' crosshair, and all of a sudden, how the tables have turned, Vince. It's all that enters in a 1v2.
Couple of bullets go astray. He's still in with a chance, trying to flick to their heads as Robs comes out and will seal the deal. A 3v5.
Should be Farm City, money in the bank for FaZe.
Yes, the accountant sat there with a big grin on their face, looking at the prospects.
Oh my.
Oh, it's going to be a bloodbath. It's shooting down with the SMGs. That's money in the bank for Brokey, but actually he only gets one. And a little bit of a scrappy engagement as Nafani comes through with his P250. You know, 2 kills, all things considered. I think Cloud9 will...
In and Karrigan, it finds a kill. They still don't have any control of the lower bomb site, mind you. But at least they have the man advantage, and Robs can shut this one down all by his lonesome.
Oh, they bait them in, and Robs will finish off what Brokey started.
That's the bomb.
And that's the bomb drop down, but now Hobbit's position comes to the forefront. He should be getting the drop. They have no idea his current location, and now they've realized, and it's going to cost Robs his life. 2-on-3.
Time.
Time is also an enemy of Cloud9. Keep in mind, this was a bonus round on a couple of players. They had MP9s. They did not have their full assortment of weaponry with 15 seconds to go. Beautiful frag from Hobbit, but he has to just rush straight towards the site. He does have a linchpin player,
10
but
seconds.
Twists is everything right now on FaZe. Just has to drop the bomb, and this round is done. FaZe will pick up an 11th, and Cloud9's first rifle round will yield very...
And individually speaking, FaZe, they have looked clean. Brokey decapitates Inters. And this is going to be almost impossible, Vince. Like, I don't see this happening.
No, and every passing second, it seems that there are more and more casualties. Maybe Hobbit point blank, but Brokey no-scopes him out of his boots and then goes one better onto Shiro. Exile and Attack 9 are very slim pickings for Ops, who was on the flank, and 12-7 the scoreline.
They're placed in perfect, but of course the wall will not allow the bullets to penetrate for the time being. You can see the smoke's getting deployed here, though, from Cloud9, so at least, you know, the wall smokes, but Rain doesn't respect any of that. He doesn't respect anyone right now. 2 kills again, Rain and Brokey. The 1-2 opening combo, and Brokey maybe getting a little too ahead of himself, getting really hyper-aggressive, getting caught off guard by Axel, but Robs is there, the contingency plan to take him down. 4 versus 2. FaZe are on fire, they're on a streak, and they're looking untouchable.
It seems untenable that Cloud9 can get back into this round, or perhaps even the map. Nafani from Silo will make short work of Rain, but it's all at the cost of 4 players, and Karrigan is going to chip in and get...
He's a lunatic, runs on in, catches Shiro all by his lonesome, and this is what FaZe love to do. This is what FaZe will do at you. They are just going to keep aggressing, going to be in your face, disrespecting you, and they're going to make you not just like feel like you're losing, but make it feel even more painful.
Axel's going to be coming down, though, and decides to vent dive. Throws in the curveball.
And
he's going to have enough time as well. The Molotov buys him up enough time, and Robs runs through the volley to his death. On FaZe's positions as well. Could have been better crossfires established, but that's all in the past. In the here and now, FaZe still have the 6-round advantage, and King Karrigan shuts down main. 2 massive headshots, and he will lock down this angle and potentially take this map with it. Karrigan going from strength to strength as FaZe are mounting up a serious lead. And Nafani, with the aforementioned 10 HP, can do little, but maybe...
No, he must have envisioned someone's heard him, and someone's going to be hunting for him. Robs the reading Shiro perfectly like a book. And never mind. Hobbit, he got the lurk, Vince, the twist is there.
Karrigan locking down on the Squeaky, and Nafani and Exile. Last 2 players to go. It's all on Nafani, and although he is going to step tall, he takes a headshot as well. The game is not over just yet. He is still alive in this one, but only for a few more seconds. And that's going to do it for our second best of one of the day, and it ends in a little bit of a